Hello, I'm Ron, and I'm glad to see you here today. You've come along to watch some stropping of some knives, and I've got a few here that need touched up a little bit, and a couple pocket knives. So we're going to be talking about those. We're going to strop them on this strop using this compound, and so welcome, and at the end of the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Well, let's get into our knife stropping. The first thing we have to do before we strop any knives is charge this strop with some compound. And we do that just by writing on it, just like you would with a crayon. Color it all green. This is leather with the rough side up. And we just charge this real good. And that should be about good enough. So now I'm going to start off with this little canoe knife. And it's not too dull, but it could stand to be stropped a little bit. Then we just start on here and we just run it backwards. Try to keep about a 20-degree angle. I did 20 strops, and I'll come back this way and do 20 the other way. Boy, that leaves that blade nice and sharp. Let's see if it's sharp enough. Doing pretty good. Get it out here where I can make sure my camera sees it. Yeah, that one's pretty good. That stropping is a wonderful thing to do. I have my round knife I use for my leather work. I never use a stone on it, I just use a strop on it. Keeps it good and sharp. This next knife, I'm going to strop a little bit. I'm not sure. I think I might have to run a stone on it. This is an old buck. I think I've carried it for over 30 years. I carry it every day. It's got 3 blades on it. And it's a nice old knife. I've used it and used it and used it. It never fails. So I'm just going to strop the first blade here. Ten on each side. It's pretty sharp. I'm not going to try to cut the paper with it because I think I need to spend some time with this one and the stone. Let me get this up here so you can see this a little better. It's used often, and the blade gets a little chipped out here. Out here towards the end, I can see some little chips in it, and I really need to take it on the stone and sharpen it, and then run it on the strop. I've got this knife. This is a sheath I did for this knife. This knife was made out of a wood rasp. It's pretty sharp, but we're going to strop it a little bit, see if we can make it just a little bit better. This was made by Steve Graham, handmade knife. $20. That just polishes that blade up really nice. It makes that very, very, very sharp. And look how thick this is through the back of that knife. That's a good bushcraft knife. Yeah, let's try it on the paper and see what it does. It does excellent. The next knife is also made by Steve Graham. Here's the sheath I did for it. Show it to you with it in the sheath. And this is really a nice knife also. Very nice. I believe that's ironwood out here on the handle. And it's pretty sharp. We'll do a little stropping on it. That sharpens that one up pretty good. I like that one. Now, if you can see this in the camera, you remember how green it was before? You see it's starting to turn black in here. That doesn't hurt a thing. It can get just as black as can be. It just helps sharpen that knife a little bit more, hones it out good. And I use this side is smooth leather, and I use it to just kind of clean the blade off and give it the final touch. And as you do that, I just a few strokes on there each way, and that just gives that an extra final touch. No compound. It cleans that blade off really nice and makes it ready to do the job of cutting. And so that's the way I do my knives. I make these strops, by the way, if anybody's interested. I have about 3 different sizes. So you can let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to click that thumbs up button and leave a comment.